A massive London shuffle. Julian Alvarez joins Arsenal, while Gabriel Jesus heads to Italy. Maguire's shocking transfer to Chelsea, and will Cole Palmer actually move to Manchester United? We're breaking down today's top stories right now. Gabriel Jesus has officially changed his representatives, signing a contract with Italian agent Giovanni Brancini. And this agreement takes effect immediately. This move happened just hours after his emotional brace against Inter Milan at San Siro, where he admitted with tears in his eyes that scoring in Italy was his childhood dream. Reports from Italy suggest that Juventus and AC Milan are already closely monitoring the situation. Since Arsenal is planning a major squad overhaul, and Jesus is entering the final stage of his contract, he could become available this summer for a fee of around 20 million euros. The timing is too perfect to be a coincidence. Moving to an influential Italian agent right after a dream night in Milan is a clear signal that Jesus is preparing for the next chapter of his career in Serie A. At 28 years old, he needs regular playing time to secure his place in Carlo Ancelotti's team ahead of the World Cup, and a move to Italy for 20 million euros looks like the main bargain of the summer. It is no longer just a rumor, but an established fact. Argentine forward Julian Alvarez will 100% leave Atletico Madrid this summer. Despite the World Cup winners' move to the Colchoneros camp being relatively recent, the situation in Madrid is forcing the player to seek a new challenge. As reported by authoritative insider James Ollie, the Spanish club's management is ready to let their star go, but has set a prohibitive price tag. The transfer fee must exceed 100 million euros. Arsenal is the main favorite in the fight for Alvarez. Mikel Arteta has long been looking for an elite finisher who could become the final piece in the Gunners' championship ambitions. And the Spider is seen as the ideal replacement for Gabriel Jesus, freeing up a spot in the attack. The club is financially ready to satisfy Atletico's appetite. Barcelona is also actively contacting the player's entourage, viewing Julian as the ideal replacement for Robert Lewandowski. However, it will be extremely difficult for the Catalans to compete with English money due to the high transfer cost. Meanwhile, Chelsea is closely watching the situation, standing in full readiness to intervene if the favorites' negotiations hit a dead end. Atletico wants not just to return its investment, but to make a profit on one of the world's most liquid forwards. Moving to Arsenal looks like the most logical step. There, Alvarez will receive the status of a main star and a system where his versatility will be fully revealed. Barcelona remains the player's dream, but 100 million is the price that currently looks unaffordable for the Blaugrana compared to the opportunities of the Premier League. Chelsea head coach Liam Rosenior tried to extinguish the fire surrounding Cole Palmer's potential move to Manchester United. At the pre-match press conference, he stated that he had personally spoken with the player. "I spoke with Cole, and he seems and is very happy here. Palmer is a huge part of our long-term strategy." The coach also explained the player's irritable behavior in recent matches, not as a desire to leave, but as a result of a groin injury that prevents him from playing at 100%. However, behind closed doors, the situation looks much more tense. According to fresh insights from The Guardian and The Sun, Palmer is indeed feeling acute nostalgia for the north of England. A native of Wythenshawe, a suburb of Manchester, he never hid the fact that he supported the Red Devils as a child. And now, against the backdrop of Chelsea's protracted rebuilding process, these feelings have intensified. Additionally, rumors are circulating in the club that the project is planned to be reoriented toward the Brazilian wunderkind Estevão, which could shake Palmer's status as the untouchable center of the universe. Cole's contract is set until 2033, and this is the Blues' main weapon. They have set a prohibitive price tag of 120 million euros. However, club legend Marcel Desailly has already publicly suggested that if Chelsea does not show stability by the summer, Palmer could officially submit a transfer request to be closer to family and friends. So, what do we have? Palmer told the coach he is happy at Chelsea, but what else could he say when he has a 9-year contract behind him? "Sorry, Liam. I'm already packing my bags for 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗜𝗡 in Manchester?" Of course not. Professional ethics force him to smile for the cameras, but the home factor and supporting Man United from childhood is a ticking time bomb. If Manchester comes out with an official offer of over 100 million, Palmer's happy face could very quickly change its registration to Old Trafford. We continue to follow the transfer saga of Andrew Robertson, and very specific details have emerged that confirm the seriousness of the Spurs' intentions. According to insider 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗜𝗚𝗚, the Scotsman has already agreed on personal terms with Tottenham until the summer of 2028, with an option to extend for another season. Currently, the Londoners are in active negotiations with Liverpool to finalize the transfer immediately, without waiting for the end of the season. Since Robertson's agreement with the Merseysiders ends in June and will definitely not be extended, the Reds are ready to let their legend go now for a small financial compensation so as not to lose him for free in the summer. London's Chelsea is preparing what is arguably the most shocking transfer of summer 2026. According to the publication Daily Briefing, the Blues are considering the possibility of signing Manchester United defender Harry Maguire as a free agent. The 32-year-old Englishman's contract with the Red Devils is coming to an end, and his departure from Old Trafford is considered inevitable. Chelsea management has realized the main mistake of its transfer policy. The team is catastrophically lacking experience in defense. After Thiago Silva's departure, the Blues' defense became too young and unstable. So, they see Maguire as a figure capable of giving the team that same Silva effect: leadership, calm, and authority in the dressing room. Sources in agent circles confirm that Chelsea is seriously determined to offer Harry a contract, despite interest from West Ham, Bournemouth, as well as Italian, Napoli, and Roma. This looks like madness, but there is ironclad logic in it. Maguire, who was often criticized, has recently been in excellent form and remains one of England's best defenders in the air. For Chelsea, getting such an experienced fighter for free is a very smart step to balance the team. However, the reaction of fans at Stamford Bridge may be mixed, as Harry has for decades been a symbol of their rivals from Manchester. Juventus is one step away from completing the transfer of Fenerbahce striker Youssef En-Nesyri. According to Fabrizio Romano, the clubs have already reached a verbal agreement, and all formalities should be closed within this weekend. The Moroccan forward, who became a true star with the national team in Sevilla, is now ready to try his hand in Serie A. The deal involves a loan until the end of the season with a buyout option, which at this stage is not mandatory. The parties are finalizing the last details of the contract on the player's side, but Turin is confident that the transfer will take place without any obstacles. The need for a new forward for Juve became critical due to Dusan Vlahovic's injury and the less than convincing performance of Jonathan David and Lois Openda, who have so far failed to fully solve the scoring problem. Signing En-Nesyri in January 2026 is a very clever piece of anti-crisis management from Juventus. The tourneys catastrophically lack a player who knows how to play perfectly with his head and impose a fight in the penalty area, and that is exactly what Youssef is one of the best in the world at. A loan without a mandatory buyout minimizes the risks. If the Moroccan takes off, Juve gets a top forward. If not, they can look for other options in the summer without financial losses. West Ham has reached a verbal agreement to sign Adama Traore. Under the leadership of manager Nuno Espirito Santo, the Hammers are moving quickly regarding the exchange of documents and the appointment of medical tests. Nuno is reuniting with his former Wolves star to add much-needed explosive speed to the squad. Simultaneously, Guido Rodriguez is leaving London to join Valencia. The Argentine midfielder had difficulties with playing time and will return to Spain as a free agent to guarantee the playing practice necessary to remain in the national team pool for 2026. This is a classic cleanup of the squad. Nuno is bringing in a proven fighter in the form of Traore, who knows his system by heart, while simultaneously getting rid of a veteran with a high salary who did not fit the tactical plan. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Wishing you happiness, health, and great football.